Hey everybody, Dr. Giggles here from SFNEOnline and of course the host of The Growth Show. Today's video, you guessed it, it is story time. But story time, this one's a doozy. This one's about Wicked Cyclone. I've kind of hinted, told little bits about it, and never really went into full detail about this story. Now before we get into it, I'm not putting out any names just because there's no need to. I'm not talking about anybody involved, like people per se. No names are going to be talked about. And we're going to talk about the story. So before we do that, if you haven't yet, click that subscribe button. Make sure if you enjoyed the video, you enjoyed that story time, click that like button. Leave a comment down below what you thought about the story if you'd like to see more. And do us a favor and share it if you enjoyed it. Anyways, now it's story time. Now, we all know, some of you guys might know the story, some of you guys don't, but that's okay. Most people do not know the story, and now that this is the 50th anniversary of Wicked Cyclone, I'm like, you know what? I think it's safe to talk about the story. I think enough time has passed, and we're not here to embarrass or point fingers or anything at anybody. We're just going to tell the story. So, we all started seeing some stuff around Cyclone in 2014. We saw, the construction markers all around. People were seeing RMC trucks, in the area looking at stuff and whatever. Nothing was announced yet. This was like right around park opening-ish time. And I don't know exactly when all this went down. It was after people were speculating and talking about it. But it was before it was announced. And they were announcing in 2014 that Cyclone was closing. If you look behind me, that's the banner that hung when you were walking through the queue line. That's the banner during that. See? Cyclone storms out of New England on July 20th. So that has a significance to the story, that banner right there. So in any case, once upon a time ago, when this was all going down, I was shown stuff. We'll just leave it at that. But one day I get a phone call from Six Flags Loss Prevention. And they knew. Somebody told them it was not me. I ain't no snitch. I take stuff to the ground. To the day I die, I take everything that I know and everything. It goes with me to the grave. I mean, this story's okay because I'm not snitching on who, what, where, and how. But, in any case, so, they know who showed me, where I was shown, what time I was shown, and they knew who I was with. Without me even saying anything. I said nothing. And then, repercussions for employee, whatever. Now, I'm freaking out because they're like the CIA, NSA, whatever. Like, they're like, we know blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about? I don't know nothing. Like, I played dumb as dumb as dumb as dumb as can be. They're like, come on, we got you on camera, blah, blah, blah. We know what you saw. They explained to me what I didn't have to say anything. They knew. So, what I said was, I'm not saying nothing to get anybody in trouble. I told him, I said, it's not me. I ain't saying nothing. So, I get called into Six Flags, and I'm talking, with loss prevention, and I'm talking to the park and all that, and I thought I was legit going to lose my pass, be banned, and I wasn't. All they asked me to do was just keep quiet. That's all they said. They just said, keep quiet. They just said, please, out of respect, because they would, this was a big investment, a big ride for the park. They were just like, please, they know about SFNEOnline, obviously. They knew about the Growth Show. They're like, just please do not talk about it. Don't say anything. I said, hey, do you need me to sign it? A non-disclosure agreement just because they're like, no, we trust you. And that's really where the relationship really started growing between the park and SFNEOnline. That's where it really started growing. Because of the trust. Because of me keeping my word, them keeping their word. You know, they invited us out for construction tours. You know, they let me take a picture sitting on a track. You know, they're like, hey, for SFNEOnline, you know, you guys, once it was announced, they're like, oh, you can do construction tours, and plus they wanted us to help get that word out because this is a big ride for them at that time. You know, it's going to be this crazy RMC ride. Cyclone itself, as we know, it's going to be different, and we all know the ride's awesome. So another time they asked me to come back to the park, and I went and talked to loss prevention. And they, you know, it was already announced, heavy construction. They'd taken the banners down, and they had two, and I got this one. And I was like, really? I thought I was going to, like, get killed or something, you know, kind of like, you know, like a NSA, CIA, FBI, gonna get you kind of thing. Like, no. If we're going to ban you, we're going to send you a letter and tell you you're banned. Like, you didn't do anything wrong. Because I was never in an unrestricted area. I was never in anything. It was just things happen. So, you know, they had me come in and help give ideas for Media Day. I think only like one or two out of all of them got used, which is fine. You know what I mean? That's not my money, not my park. I just gave them a whole laundry list of cool things they could do. And obviously they only have X amount of money. And then they allowed me to come in the morning, you know, right at the beginning to go to Media Day, to enjoy and all that. And it was cool. Like, it was really awesome. And I appreciated everything that they did. I kind of feel it was kind of like a hush-hush, don't say nothing, we'll give you some extra access kind of thing, which is fine. But, you know, I didn't take it that way. It was just like what we do at SFNEOnline. And it doesn't matter the attraction that's going on, whether it's a kiddie ride, an adult ride, a kid event, whatever. You know, we help spread the word because there's a lot of people that watch, whether it's families, adults, teens, whatever. So that's just what we do here. So being a fan page, I just took it upon myself, like, cool, we're getting to go see some stuff behind the scenes, which I thought was phenomenal. We were getting to get some access, and, you know, we work with it, and it showed that we could be trusted. They knew they could trust us, and it was cool. I mean, I do laugh about Media Day in particular, because I'm on this kick where I laugh at coaster enthusiasts just because they think they're the know-all, their word is by the Bible kind of thing. Like, they're the professional, which they're not. They're just professional riders in a hobby that really, it is what it is. I really don't care either way. But I remember I had my POV up at, I don't know, 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning before all even bigger fan sites were even... They had X amount of people allowed at 5, 6, whatever in the morning, whatever it was, that were allowed to be there. Then everybody else could come 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning or whatever. So while there's other bigger fan sites of, you know, around the country, they're going, I had one of the first reverse POVs up, and they're like, what the hell? Why are these people there? We're still not on a huge grand scale compared to a lot of these sites, which is fine. But they're like, why did they get this and we don't? Well, that's part of the problem. You think you're entitled to it, and I'm just like, hey, they was like, hey, do this. They allowed me. I didn't ask for nothing. They just gave it to me. They just let me do it, and I was very grateful. I got interviews done. That ride was that POV was my first ride. I waited, did not ride it until it was my time to do the video. And that's just what I did. And some people were very angry about it because I had I used my cell phone as a hotspot. I had my laptop with me. I plugged it in. I didn't even edit the video. I just took it from the thumb drive and uploaded it. What you see, that's what it was. I didn't break it down. I didn't edit it. I wanted it up as soon as I possibly could. And I literally wrote it. I went over to the smoking section. I put my laptop out on the plant holder. I'm done. I sat there until it was done. Then I went and got a whole I rode that thing like 20 times before they even got the majority of people. They did their opening ceremony, and then people got in line, and I'm like, I already rode. I went and got food. I went and hung out. Did whatever, because I had tons of rides. Some people got like 1 or 2 rides in. Hey, it sucks, but it is what it is. But I just wanted to kind of give you that little bit of a story, that it was crazy. It was like the NSA coming down on me, trying to capture me for knowing something we weren't supposed to know at the time. And we did our due diligence, which I wish a lot of other fan sites would do. I know everybody's trying to get the clicks. Everybody's trying to get famous, trying to get rich off of doing YouTube, which you ain't going to do unless you're like somebody huge. You got to do it for the right reasons. And I'm calling out every single fan site. I got no hate. I'm just saying, let the parks have the moment. Like we did. People knew I knew something because I stopped talking about it. We were all talking about it until I knew. And then I shut the hell up. I'm just saying, when you know something, let the park have their moment. Why do you got to ruin it for everybody? I'm cool because I knew something and I spread it out. I'm the first to know. No, you let the park have the moment. Why do you think enthusiasts are getting crapped on by the parks now? Because you guys are too stupid. You're going to ruin it. Some fan sites are losing access to stuff because they can't keep their mouth shut. And that's what happens. That's why I take pride in, when I know, I don't say nothing. I let the parks have their moment. There's even good friends of mine, and I won't even tell if I know, because I don't want to ruin it for people. I want people to be surprised. I miss the days back in the day before everybody had to know everything 2 seconds ago. I miss those days. Anyway, enough of me ranting and raving. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you did, let us know. If you hated it and think I'm a moron, let me know. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Keep on coasting, y'all. Peace!